We are live on the podcast with a special guest tonight, Mr. Jesse Solano, also known as JesseXXX, for all of you that are in the Quad City music scene. Jesse has actually been my friend since about sophomore year of high school, and we played some music together. We've talked about working out together, and I think he's a great fill-in for Yoga Derek tonight. So Jesse, what's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Man, staying busy, staying busy. I've been kind of switching it up lately. I recently tried out a new gym called Marietta Barbell. It's in one of the suburbs of Atlanta, and I found it on Google, and I drove out there with my dad, and it looked like the stereotypical like garage, right? You walk into a garage, you see some of these hardcore gyms
Yeah.
around the country, and I walked into it, and there's this dude named Curtis Leslie. If you got time, people out there, go Google him. Curtis Leslie, and he was squatting some serious weight. I think that day he worked up to like 800 pounds. But we trained at this gym, like it was a powerlifting gym. But this Curtis Leslie guy, I met him. He's like five-time world champ or something ridiculous like that. So it's kind of great to change the gym scenery. Other than that, man, working. I know you've been working a lot too.
Yeah.
And how's the music stuff going along? Let's give a little plug to that.
Well, I got some stuff in the works. I was uploading some songs, as you know, on to a SoundCloud because I just need to write music, man. And the James, the old singer of my old band, King of Clubs, actually hit me up and he wanted to do vocals on them. So we got that in the works. All the music's done, obviously, because that's all I really do in my free time. All the music is done for that, and then I got some other stuff that are I can't really talk about. It's super secret, and um, yeah, that's about it, man. Just lifting music. That's about it.
Man, you're holding back. I'm looking forward to this top secret game going on. Like
Yeah,
I think you wouldn't keep it top secret if it wasn't worth keeping top secret. So that makes me very excited for you. Jesse's actually I mean, there's many genres of hardcore, but yeah, I'll link it in the description below to his SoundCloud. I've actually been trying to find a place for some of his music in my videos to be watching that soon. But yeah, Jesse's very talented. At guitar, we used to mosh and all that kind of stuff together back when I was a scene kid, which Jesse remembers also. It's
I remember
amazing.
that.
It's kind of crazy to think that I used to actually have hair. I was just talking to
Yeah,
you, Jesse, man. Your hair's getting long, dude.
dude, dude. Yeah, I look like me in seventh grade right now. I look like sophomore year Austin Harris without the
So,
dye.
there's a lot of truth to that. There's a lot of truth to that. But all right, Jesse, I'm glad you're with us tonight. And we got a lot of great topics. The first topic for tonight is IIFYM, which stands for If It Fits Your Macros. Jesse, you want to kind of talk a little bit about IIFYM and how you use it as far as dieting?
hmm Well, IIFYM stands for if it fits your macros. If you're watching this, you probably have known that for a long time. It's basically an idea of dieting that you can get away with eating a lot more foods than what is, I guess, traditionally accepted in the bodybuilding community, like oatmeal, eggs, chicken, brown rice, and stuff like that. And basically, you can eat basically whatever you want as long as you hit your daily macronutrients like fat, carbs, protein, and I like to throw fiber in there too. And you get all your micros in. I like to um, I like to get two fruits and two vegetables in every day. But besides that, that's basically what it is.
And so how have you used it? I mean, I know we've talked about this, but for the people, I mean, what's been your results from using this type of eating for as far as for dieting?
Well, this year is actually it's been a whole year since I've been lifting like pretty seriously. Like I've lifted on and off since high school, just trying different things out, but not being very consistent with it. And then this last year, I've been taking it very seriously, and diet included. And at the beginning of December of last year, so almost a year ago, about 10 months ago, I weighed about 184, and I decided to do like a cut with IIFYM, and I ate a shit ton of food, and I ended up my lowest weight so far was 150.8.
Damn,
So
35 pounds, man.
yeah, it's crazy, dude. Like yeah, it's kind of hard to stick with stuff like that with dieting for me because I felt like I was doing it the right way. I was dieting super, super slow, which is what you're like supposed to do. It's not like I'm, prepping for a contest or anything. So every week the scale was going down real, real, real slow. But then now that I look back at it, like in January when I first started, like I lost that much weight. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, man. And I tell people this all the time. I mean, anybody that can lose, a good amount of weight earns a lot of respect from me. Obviously, we've known each other forever, but man, I mean, I know how it is. When you hit a plateau or whatever, where you just want to say fuck it. I'm going back to bulking because
Yeah,
that's the easy thing to do, right? But the
yeah,
fact
yeah,
that
yeah.
you stuck it out for a year definitely shows that you were determined and that this is definitely a possibility for a long term type thing, right? Because I think we all know that when we limit ourselves to chicken breast, brown rice, what have you, that's not something that we're going to be able to sustain long term, and it's all really about
Mhm.
sustaining it long term and whatever your goals is, whether that's to be 150 for X amount of years or whether that's to kind of lean down and keep your muscle and then slowly bulk back up. So with that being said, Jesse, kudos. Jesse's actually taught me a lot about it too. We I feel like we kind of got into it around the same time, IIFYM, and I think that we got some opportunities to kind of kick ideas back and forth and talk about results. And I mean, even for my last cut, I guess you could say, I pretty much used, IIFYM as far as my diet went. There was times where I had to be a little bit more strict,
Mhm.
and that's kind of the beauty about it is as you lower your calories, you do have to strip some foods away, but
Yeah,
I mean it's not limiting it to as some people would say like the 5 or 6 foods that actually work. There's
yeah.
definitely more food involved, but yeah, man, I think it's a very cool idea. I'm hoping more people kind of start catching on. We both know of this large wave of young guys that have kind of adapted this and kind of live by it. And for those people out there that still like to have their ice cream or their frozen yogurt or candy bar every now and then, you should really check this out and consider doing more research into it. There's tons of articles about it that you can find anywhere. I mean, it's definitely out there, and it's definitely something that I think is going to really catch on mainstream wise.
Yeah, I hope so, man. Because like, I do see people even like that are older than us that they still pack, that chicken, broccoli, and brown rice. Like I go to the gym, and there's a dude that he's probably in his 40s, and he's there all the time, and like he has that 6 pack like lunch
Oh yeah.
like box or whatever, and dude, he has nothing but chicken, brown rice, broccoli, and like salad and sweet potatoes, and it's like he's pretty lean dude, but it's like, man, that's kind of like the old style of like dieting and stuff. Because I mean, like, I remember me, dude. I tried the whole chicken, brown rice, oatmeal, fucking egg whites, and dude, like you said, it's not sustainable. Because like I could do that shit for like 2 weeks straight, and then I would like binge out, and
Yep.
then it would yeah, it'd be really really bad. And stuff with like if it fits your macros, or I like to call it flexible dining because people took the IIFYM thing, kind of went crazy
too,
with it,
too literal.
dude. Like, yeah, like way too literal. Like, if like seriously, if you go on Instagram and you like hashtag IIFYM, guarantee it's gonna be like Pop Tarts and ice
Yeah.
cream, and like that's cool, but like that's not really what it is. Like, you can't just say you have like 300 carbs you eat. You can't just eat all ice cream, dude. Like, you can't. It's not gonna work that way. But so I like to call it flexible dieting, but like I mean, I would binge out and it was not good. And now with flexible dieting, like it's super, super easy to stick to my diet. I just have to hit my macros and my micros, and I eat a lot of different foods that, like, I'll talk to people and like at work, and they'll ask me what I eat, and I'll tell them like, dude, I eat burgers a lot, I eat tacos a lot, I eat a lot of stuff, and they're like, how can you eat that if you're, dieting? It's like, and then I kind of go into it very briefly. I don't like to get super into it, but like there's definitely healthy ways to make your favorite foods. And like with burgers, I love burgers. I eat them all the time, and like I just use like 96.4, like 96% lean beef, and there's like 4 grams of fat in every 4 ounces. So it's super lean, and it's just like a whole wheat bun or something like that, and like it's really not that bad at all.
No, I think, and going back to kind of what you said, I mean, you're right. You can't just eat Pop Tarts all the time. But I mean, the kind of the rule that I follow was like 70% quote unquote lean foods or micronutrient dense, I guess you would say foods
Yeah,
that people see in mainstream as being healthy. So yeah, I did eat chicken breast, sweet potato, but then that other 30% gives you that flexibleness, right?
yeah,
So I mean,
exactly.
there's things that everybody craves, and that it's a lot easier to kind of remain flexible, enjoy some of the things you want sometimes, rather than restrict yourself long term, and the next thing you know, you're pounding a pint of ice cream or what have you. So I
Yeah,
mean, with that being said, I definitely agree. It is kind of one of those things where people almost like don't take me seriously when I tell them that, those
yeah, I
and
get that too. Yeah,
or they feel just really guilty. Like, dude, I just can't eat. Like, I just couldn't do it. Like, I feel too guilty. And it's like, man, that's kind of the point, is to like not feel guilty, because I mean, I think the people, I mean, even bodybuilders, I think a lot of bodybuilders have a bad relationship with food, and
dude.
it's
Yeah,
really all about
definitely.
having a positive relationship with it, and like we mentioned, just something sustainable that you could do long term. I think that's kind of the ideas behind it. But yeah, I mean, more information will be up about the IIFYM, or I like to use flexible dieting too. But it's one of those things where it is new age, and if you have any questions, feel free to contact Jesse, or we'll check them out if you guys have any further questions. But I mean, with that being said, I got some great news, Jesse. The
Let me know.
average
Let me know
Joe,
right now.
the average Joe, my brother,
Oh no,
he's back in the game, man. He's back in the
that's
game.
what's
I'm
up,
feel Episode 5, the average Joe, I'm back, is about to be filmed. Yeah,
dude. I'm
it's
down. Yeah, I was wondering what happened, man, because I've watched those episodes and I was like, yo, this dude is for real getting it. Like, and then all of a sudden it stopped, and I was like, what the hell? What happened to Average Joe?
dude. You know what's funny is I feel like, I mean, mostly with friends, family, that kind of stuff. Dude, I don't get questions really about any of my other videos. It's always the average Joe and what happened to the average Joe. And it's
Dude,
like,
yeah,
yeah, and it's funny because like, people be like, dude, Joe, why'd you quit or whatever. So he's had to field those questions. But maybe we can get on here in the future, or we'll do like a little interview type thing, so he can tell you maybe a little bit more why he's kind of back on the grind. But to be honest with you, I mean, we did shoulders and back yesterday. Pretty brutal workout, to be honest, and he hung tough.
hmm
But I mean, I knew he was capable of doing it. It's just about putting in the work. And so, with that being said, I'm excited to have him back in the game, and hopefully, we can get him to lose, 40, 50 pounds, and it'll be a success story, because he lost 10 in the first week. So with all that being said, he's
yeah,
got
yeah. I
the
saw
ability
that.
to
Yeah,
do it. Yeah. So I mean, with that being said,
yeah, I
it's
saw that. I
it's
was, I was definitely stoked on that. Yeah,
yeah. So with all that being said, I think it's one of those things where it's just about getting him involved and making sure that he kind of stays motivated. But with all that being said, I mean, I think there's a lot of great things going on in the Clark Harris household. But yeah, I think we're on to something. I'm hoping to get that back going probably this weekend or so. Give me one that you think is definitely a must see for the rest of the viewers. I mean, this is kind of Like, who would you recommend to the other viewers? Fitness YouTubers. I know you
So, like,
got
what do you
this.
mean?
The
Oh,
guys
fitness
on. So
YouTubers.
you
Okay.
watch YouTube
Well,
yeah, you watch YouTube channels.
bro, Smiths, bro. You remember that
Oh,
dude?
dude,
I showed you.
is he
Dude,
still making videos?
dude, I don't think he's making videos. I think I'm subscribed to him on here. I haven't seen anything new from him. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been on the YouTube game in a little bit, but check out Smith's Bra. I'm sure if you just type that in, Smith's Bra, it'll come up. Some dude from, I think he's from Australia. He's fucking ridiculous. Uh, he does like these little skits, and they're the funniest fucking thing in the world because like he is so ignorant about everything. It's so tight. It's so tight. But on a like a little bit serious note, let's see. Who am I subscribed to? I'm subscribed to Matt Ogus. I've been subscribed to Matt Ogus for a while, and that's actually where I actually heard of If It Fits Your Macros
Right,
from.
right.
Um, let's see. I follow Juggernaut Fitness. This guy
Oh
named Jason
yeah, he gets a
Blaha.
lot of shit.
He's yeah yeah he's more powerlifting. He's got a lot of stuff to say. I'll leave it at that. Let's see, Chris Jones. Chris Jones is my
Yeah,
dude for
I
sure.
like Chris,
Um,
but
I think that's all I really got
you know,
right now.
I like Chris, but at the same time, I feel like he's definitely running out of ideas. When he starts putting up fitness videos about hip
Oh
abductors, like doing hip abductor exercises, man, it's like I don't really know what to say to that. It's like I think that there's only so many fitness videos you can make of like gym videos,
yeah,
and I think that's kind of
true. I think that's why right now when you ask me that, it took me a little bit. Like if you would ask me that maybe like 2 years ago, I would have been like popping off names left and right. But like lately, I haven't really been watching any YouTube videos on fitness because I feel like everything's already been talked about. And like as any dude would, like when you first get into the fitness game, you compare yourself to other people. You want to know
yeah.
what their training is, what their diet is, what supplements they're taking. And I'm kind of past that. I'm trying to concentrate on what's working for me in my body because I know, I mean, whatever Matt Hogus is doing in the gym or whatever his diet is, I mean, it's not going to be the same for me. So I haven't really been in the YouTube fitness game for a little bit, but I still see him every now and then.
Yeah, I agree. Hey, Jesse, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to run and go grab my charger and take a quick piss. Give me a
All right,
second.
cool.
Dude, that was definitely a rookie mistake, man.
Yo, what's your YouTube address on here? Is it Austin Paul Harris?
Hold on 1 second.
All right.
I don't got my headphones in.
Uh,
All right, what'd you say, man?
what's your YouTube address? Is it Austin Paul Harris?
Yep, youtube.com/Austin Paul Harris.
Gotcha. Throwing a little Instagram shout.
We got to, man. We got to. But yeah, I mean, you know what's funny when you kind of mention the whole comparing yourself to others, dude. I used to be addicted to that. Like for years, I would literally look at like all the contest pictures of guys that would be like in my weight class, and I would compare
Yeah,
myself to them. Dude. My mom would be like, dude, why do you look at these guys so much? Like I'd be
yeah,
going through I'd be like, all right, I could beat him in the back shot. Oh, his fucking thighs are a little bit better than mine. Oh, damn, his double bicep. And then I just got to the point where I was just like, kind of like you said, I was just like, man, like why am I comparing? I mean, this is a journey for yourself, you know. This isn't a journey to beat other people or to compare yourself to other people. And it took me a while to really realize that and to kind of just be like, okay, man, this is about you. Focus on what you need to do to get better, not what you need to get better, or not like the body parts you need to get better to beat other people on a stage, you know.
Yeah, exactly. You're actually a little bit more into the actual competitive bodybuilding
Yeah.
side. Like I'm not into posing at all whatsoever. I'm not into, whatever those things are that they wear or whatever. I'm not into that at all. I just like the training and the diet part of it. Like that really intrigues me because I don't know why, but like I'm really into the science of it and like
Yeah.
reading about why things in diet work and what doesn't work and like why your muscle needs this sort of pressure on it or extension on it and like I like read all about these things and it really interests me. So
Yeah, man, I'm like but yeah, you're right. I'm like a bodybuilding fan. Like
yeah.
this is another channel to check out. RX Muscle has a YouTube channel and they do this thing called Muscle in the Morning every day. And they just talk about like the muscle, like five muscle topics in the fitness industry, and it's just like shit that I don't really need to be know. Like I don't need to know that Kai Green took these pictures, or or did this guest posing, or I don't need to know that these pictures were released to Big Rammy. But yeah, man, I'm just an overall fan of bodybuilding. I mean, I spent my weekend. The Olympia weekend in my room, just watching the Olympia all weekend, just being a nerd, and
Yeah.
it's kind of crazy. I've never been to a contest though, which is kind of strange because as crazy as I am about it, I just can't like. They're expensive, man. It's like, do I really $45, like
Yeah, exactly.
for a small contest? I
I'm
mean,
not
I
gonna
don't.
lie. I'm not gonna lie. I think it'd be fun to go to like an Olympia like expo,
Oh hell yeah,
where they have everyone there and like they give away just like free samples of everything. Like that shit would be baller. Like I would definitely go to that. I don't think I'd really want to go to the actual, Olympia.
yeah,
I'd probably go to a powerlifting meet before I went to like any sort of bodybuilding show. I feel like that interests me a little bit more. And this actually is funny because like 3 or 4 nights ago, I was messing around on Hulu just trying to find something to watch, and I saw they had that new
Generation
bodybuilding
Iron,
movie,
yeah, Generation
yeah,
Iron.
Generation Iron, and like I literally watched it for about 30 minutes, and I was like, I don't want to watch this anymore. Like it's just dudes like flexing, and
Yeah,
I was like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to watch this anymore.
have you seen the original?
Yeah, I still will. I was just gonna say that still will like watch Pumping Iron. Like I own it. Like that
Right.
movie, tight. That's like one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, it's crazy because they really tried pretty hard to do the remake or like a new generation, but just Phil, honestly, I think Phil's kind of boring. Like, I mean, he's not like super charismatic and Kai's just so strange sometimes that it's almost like why are you so strange, you know?
Yeah,
I don't know. It's like there wasn't anybody in the movie that I was just like that could be that Arnold, that could just have that charisma about him, that could just walk in a room and just you feel like they controlled that room and people were so attentive to what they're wanting to say. I mean, it was pretty different.
yeah.
Um,
I'm so far out of competitive bodybuilding. Like I did not know any of the people that they were talking about except for that Ben dude. And honestly,
Popelski, yeah.
I know who Kai Green is, and I know who Phil Heath is, but I don't know shit about Phil Heath. The only thing I know about Kai Green is that he fucked a grapefruit once. Uh, that's that's literally all I know about those dudes.
Yeah, I think Hidetada. I mean, they didn't pick. I don't know. They branch. Yeah, man. It was. I mean, I like it because I'm a fan of bodybuilding, but it doesn't appeal to the general population like Pumping Iron did because it's like you said, it's dudes flexing. I feel like Pumping Iron was more like there's a storyline, involved with it,
Yeah,
was a big buildup. But yeah, man, to be honest with you, as far as the fitness expos go, I think I like the YouTuber guys that so much because I see them just like enjoying that and how people interact with them. That I would like to definitely meet, some of them and hang out and take some pictures or go out to lunch or whatever. I think that'd be real cool.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool to meet those dudes. I don't think I would like fan out or anything like that. Like I'd probably just say, "Hey, what's up?" or whatever. But
Yeah.
like, it'd be pretty cool to meet some of those dudes. The other day, I was bored, so I actually stayed on YouTube for a little bit and like I watched a couple. Have you ever heard of the dude Nick Wright at
Yeah,
all?
yeah,
Yeah, I watched a couple of his videos. He's a character for sure.
dude.
He's like more into powerlifting now though. Like I was watching some of his videos and like I guess he's like preparing for some powerlifting meet and he kind of got away from bodybuilding. Saw a couple of his videos. What's that dude?
Brandon
That one dude
Campbell.
I can't remember his name. No, it's some dude with like ridiculously big arms and he's tattooed all over. Uh,
Oh,
what
Rich
is his name?
Piana.
Oh,
Rich Piana.
Rich Piana. I watched a couple
Yeah.
of his videos. Um, those videos are funny. Like they're not supposed to be, but they're fucking hilarious to me. Cause like that dude, that I don't know, dude. That dude though, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you know what's funny about Nick Wright, man? I used to be the biggest hater because he was actually one of the original YouTubers, really. Like,
Yeah, I don't follow anything that kid says because he said some things in the past, like a long time ago, that were just completely false. Like,
yeah.
like when it came to like dieting, I don't remember what he said exactly, but he said a couple things that as soon as I heard him say it, I was like, that's not how that works. But okay, whatever, dude. So like, I don't follow anything he says, anything like at all. But I mean, it's definitely interesting, like the opinions that how far they stretch between this group of people and this group of people and what
Yeah.
people believe. Like the funniest thing, the biggest eye opener to me is talking to any normal person about weightlifting or like anything that has to do with dieting. Like it's like the biggest mindfuck. Like like when it comes to like girls weightlifting, like girls get this idea in their head that if they take protein, they're gonna look like a guy. Like
Mhm.
it's like I've talked to a couple girls I actually work with because like I always have my shaker cup with me, and um, I've joked around that they should take protein because like, oh, I need to work out, blah blah blah. I was like, yeah, drink protein, whatever, and they're like, no, I don't want to look like a guy. I was just
Or
like,
yeah.
I'm like, I'm pretty sure there's no testosterone inside the protein, so I mean, I don't think you're gonna look like a guy. I think you'll be fine. It's just really funny to hear normal people talk about that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even really, honestly, I don't normally bring up that stuff to people unless like I'm really pushed because it's just like, society and mainstream media is just brainwashed people so much. It's just like,
Oh God,
uh,
yeah,
it's one of those things where it's like, dude, if I tell you how I feel and what I truly believe is the truth, you're still like the whole idea of a cleanse. The idea of a
yeah,
cleanse. Dude,
yeah,
these
yeah,
girls at my work were doing a cleanse. I'm like, dude, what? Like, they're literally just like taking a bunch of fiber, pretty much. Like, and they're like, dude, I'm cleansing my body. I'm like, what do you have in your body that needs to be cleansed? Like, I'm kind of confused. Do you have like a virus or something?
yeah, exactly,
You know?
exactly, yeah. And like the
But
whole gluten free thing. It's
yeah,
like, oh, I eat gluten, so I gain all this weight. It's like, no, gluten does absolutely nothing to you. Like,
the
absolutely nothing
pizza
to you.
the pizza might do something to you, but the actual gluten is not the
Yeah, yeah.
total.
Like, yeah, if you smash out pizza, yeah, you're gonna get fat from it. Like, it's not the gluten, it's the cheese and how much of it
Yeah,
you're gonna eat. Like that, yeah, that's you getting fat. I mean, it reminds me of have you ever seen This Is the End?
yeah, that's a really good movie.
Yeah, the beginning where Seth, I think his name's Seth Rogen or
Yeah.
whatever his name is, he picks up that dude at the airport and they're talking about getting Carl's Jr. or something like that. He's like, no, I stopped eating gluten. And he's like, you don't even know what gluten is. He's like, you don't know what that is. He's like, yeah. He's like, fat, that's a gluten. Gluten is basically everything that's bad for you. Yeah, and then like the next scene, they're just like smashing Carl's Jr. Like that is exactly what it is like in real life. Like people don't even really know what gluten is. People say they have this intolerance, but it's actually there was a scientific study done that gluten intolerance doesn't exist. You either have celiac disease or you don't.
Yeah.
Like there's no in between. So all these people that like they say they have a gluten intolerance, it's not real.
Yeah, man, and that's why I don't even literally, man, I try to avoid those conversations if possible. They're
Oh,
like,
dude,
oh,
I
you
yeah.
like you work out and you eat, you bring your food every day. Like, why do you eat this? I'm like, it's just something I like to eat. Like I
Yeah,
really try to
exactly.
avoid it because it's just like, man, if we get into this conversation, you're either gonna leave thinking I just lied to you, or you're
Yeah.
gonna be like, think I'm just a strange person that doesn't believe all, it's a conspiracy theorist or whatever that, you know, Dr. Oz is not,
Oh my God.
100% the truth.
Dude, did
So
not get me started on Dr. Oz. I
we'll
would
save
punch
that
that
one.
dude in the face.
We'll save
Dude,
that one.
I would punch Dr. Oz in the face right now if I could.
We'll save that for another episode. But yeah, man, I think, but yeah, Nick Wright, honestly, going back to him, I've grown to like him though, man. I think he's one of the only YouTubers that truly doesn't give a shit what people think.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
I think, yeah,
That's the thing I was gonna say. Like, I don't believe, I don't follow anything he says. But like, if I knew him, I'd probably kick it with him like all the time.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
yeah, yeah, exactly, yeah.
yeah. And dude, his girlfriend's kind of cute too, so that's always nice.
I do not know what his girlfriend looks like.
Her name's Ariana. You should check her out. But
Ariana. Okay.
Ariana, yeah, it's a blonde girl in all of his videos. Well, he trains with her sometimes, but yeah, check
Oh,
her out.
that was okay. Okay. I saw a video of his like he had some girl spot him or something. So that was probably
Yeah,
her.
probably. Yeah, she's kind of cute. So, yeah, I like Nick. I'm actually going to Houston next week for work for 4 days, and Christian Guzman's down there. Do you know who Christian Guzman is?
No.
You've probably seen him. I bet you've seen him in some expo videos. YouTube him. But Christian Guzman, he's
Mhm.
got a girlfriend named Nikki Blackheader.
Okay.
She's I can't even talk about her, else I'll get in trouble with my girlfriend. But but yeah,
Word.
she's cool too. So yeah, check them out. But they train about 20 minutes from my. They have a gym, like they own a gym that's 20 minutes from the office. So I might try to go check them out and maybe get some. You never know. Maybe get some footage and get some lifts in. So
That's what's up. Isn't Chris Jones in Texas too, or is that
yeah, he is, but I don't think
somewhere
he's
else?
in the Houston area. I can't remember. I think he's in the Dallas Fort Worth area. But
Okay.
yeah, yeah, man. But Jesse, I appreciate you being on with me tonight. You did a great job
No
filling in.
problem, man.
Did a great job
And I'm
filling
trying,
in.
man. Yep. And then actually I want to go back to the work thing. You know, how,
Yeah.
like you avoid it at all costs. Dude, I've tried so many times. But it's like the same people. It's like the same people keep asking me the same thing. Like exactly like you said. Like, why are you eating this? Like, why are you eating this? Why are you drinking this? It's like,
Yeah.
man, because it's. I was like, because it tastes good, dude. Like that's like
Yeah.
what else? Like what else? Why else would I eat this? Like, but aren't you dieting? I'm like, yeah, I'm dieting. But then I kind of have to explain how I can diet and I'm eating whatever I'm eating. But it's like
Dude,
they just don't get it. They just don't get it.
that's why I give them the simplest, shortest answers when it comes to anything food or workout related, unless somebody's really like serious about it. Like there's this guy, his name's Jarvis. He's a cool guy, and he actually works with me, but he's a bigger guy, and I'll talk to him about it because I know he's serious about it. And it's not like some fad thing. Like he actually's been working out, and he brings his food with him. Like, okay,
Yeah,
you're in the club, so we'll keep you in the club, but everybody else that's doing their
yeah,
cleanses, man.
yeah. Do
I
not
like you
talk to me.
guys, but don't. Yeah, let's not talk about this because it's
Like you cannot sit by us. Do
yeah,
not talk to us.
yeah,
But
exactly.
yeah, it's pretty funny. I was about to say something else, but I totally fucking forgot. Oh, I'm kind of like I'm not. I guess I'm kind of a dick about it, just because I'm so like my humor is like extremely dry, and
Yeah.
people don't know when I'm serious and when I'm not. And like
Right.
whenever like it's usually girls that I work with, they'll come up to me and be like, "I need to lose weight. What should I do?"
Oh
Every
my
time.
God, I hate that
Yeah,
question.
yeah. They're like, I need to lose weight. What should I do? And like, I'll seriously just be like, just stop eating. Like, don't eat anymore. If you need to lose weight, just don't eat food at all. Just don't. And they're like, I don't get it. They're like, I don't either. And then I'll just like walk away, because like I don't like I'm not a dietitian. I can't. I'm not gonna write you like a meal plan or anything. And even if I did, I know you wouldn't follow it. I mean, yeah,
Hey,
people.
speaking of dietitian, we might need to get Emily on at some point just to kind of have a little. I
Dude,
want to see you
dude.
two talk about food.
Okay, I am down. I am down. But you're about to see some real life drama between me and her, because she hates all this shit. She hates it. Like she uh she does this thing called a ketogenic diet.
Oh yeah.
It's basically where you deplete your body of carbs, and then your primary source, that you don't have carbs in your body, is your fat, whatever. She bought these little things that you pee on, that like they tell you
Yeah.
the levels of ketones that are in your urine or whatever. And she bought these ones that have like your iron levels and your protein levels and blah 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 blah. And she was like on a mission to prove to me that I've been eating too much protein in my diet. So I was like, okay, whatever. So she got these things, and like I guess they tell you if you're peeing out protein, and if you're peeing out protein, that means you're taking too much in. So she's like, here. As soon as she got them in the mail, she's like, here, pee on this. I was like, okay, whatever. So I peed on it, and she's like, see, that says that you're eating too much protein and you're putting too much stress on your liver. And I was like, I'm still gonna eat the same amount of protein. Like, I'm sorry. And like, just like she hates the whole weightlifting thing. Like, I really don't know how like we date, because like that's all I do. Like, seriously, that's all I do. Like, I eat my meals. I go to the gym, and she agrees. Like, she knows I know what I know. Like, with the weightlifting stuff, but the diet stuff, she just not. She doesn't agree with at all. She
Dude.
like, no, 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 no. You don't need that much protein. You don't need that whey protein. It doesn't even get metabolized. And I'm just like, oh my god. Like,
That's why
but actually,
it'd be really cool to get you both on next time or in a couple weeks, and you guys discuss it. As long as you guys we make a pact in the beginning that this, I mean, you guys live together, so I don't want to start too much drama in the household, but
no,
a
I
nice.
think right. It's already to the point where she knows that whatever she says, I'm just gonna tune out anyway. But we do both fuck with sugar-free Jello. We do both fuck
Oh,
with that.
dude,
So,
yeah, me too, man. You gotta eat the shit out of some Jello and throw some like fat-free whipped cream on there.
yeah,
Oh, dude,
exactly. Like,
oh yeah,
dude, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really tracking my macros anymore, because like I hit my original goal was 155. Like, that was
right.
my number that I wanted when I started, and then I hit that number like around August. But I was already planning to, track all the way to November. So I was like, all right, whatever, I'll keep doing it till November. I'll see where I get. And then I got to like 150, like the 150.8 that I said, and then I was like, okay, well, I mean, I'm gonna go eat, a cheat meal or something, because I used to eat like a cheat meal like every 2 weeks,
Yeah.
and then I did that, and then like I forgot what happened. Something happened that I wouldn't be able to make my food, so I just did the weekend or whatever. So I think I did Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but I was still lifting. And dude, I had the best lifts of my life in that weekend. And I was like, dude, this is bad, because I was like, because my glycogen stores are full. All my I got enough carbs, and like I was more concentrated. My weights went up, and I was like, dude, this is really bad. Like, I don't know if I want to go back anymore. And like
Yeah.
this last like week and a half, 2 weeks, I really haven't been tracking anything at all. But my body has stalled out at, at about 157. So like I'm eating like whatever I want. Like I'm still eating what I normally eat, like on my gym day, because I feel like I have a good rhythm going. Like I'll drink my shake with like my oatmeal, my protein, my spinach, whatever, and
Yeah.
then I'll come home. I'll eat my banana and my shake, and that was like half my day. So like I don't really have that much room for error. So if I want to eat something, I'll eat whatever I want, and I'm like not really going. I think I'm hitting my maintenance really. So I'm not really doing too much damage. I haven't really gained any body fat yet, and all my like at the gym, I'm killing it. Like I don't know what's going on, but like I'm so concentrated on, and like I have so much energy. It's weird.
See, keep doing what you're doing though, man. I mean, if it's working, don't no need to reinvent the wheel right now unless you stall
Uh,
out, you know?
yeah, and like, dude, I was like, man, I don't really. I was like, because like I really like I was really thinking about. I was like, man, if I'm having like these good lifts and all my weights are going up and like I feel like I still have energy, it's like, man, I don't know if I want to go back to I'll still weigh everything out like on my lifting days, but like I still eat my cheat meal. So it's like my friend Scotty actually he said that he does the same thing. Like he'll eat pretty much the same things every day, except he'll like one meal every day. He'll like eat whatever he wants, and it doesn't
Yeah.
really do too much damage. Like I'm not saying everyone should go do that, but like it seems to be working for me. I'm gonna write it out for a little bit. I don't know, man. I'm pretty comfortable right now, so I really don't know where I'm going. Like I really don't know. Like, because like one thing I really noticed when I was cutting was like my deadlift and my squat, they stalled out completely.
Yeah.
Like everything else was okay. Like I was kind of plateauing, but on some lifts I was putting more weight up. But my squat, and my deadlift were getting nowhere. And like in the last 2 weeks, I've been adding weight, so it's like that makes it even harder because I concentrate on hypertrophy, but like lately I've been concentrating on those two lifts alone, like trying to get weights up on those
Oh, definitely.
because yeah, so like I've been doing kind of like a mixture of the two. So, but I'm not plateauing anymore, so it's like, man, I think I'm gonna this out a little bit, not go overboard, but just do
You're
me
just
for a little bit.
you're just enjoying training, pretty much, you know.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
enjoying
exactly.
training because that's what people don't understand is that's what I'm saying. It's not sustainable to be dieting and to have everything on point for so long. I mean, you got to enjoy life and enjoy training and enjoy. I mean, if but it's like one of those things where you reach that goal of 155 and now it's like, okay, shit, what's the next goal? You know, I've reached
Yeah,
my weight
exactly.
goal, so now is it do I want to get stronger? You know, what do I want to do next? So you got some time to
Yeah,
think about it, ponder it, and figure it out. I mean, squat and deadlift is what you want to focus on. Focus on
yeah,
them, you know.
yeah,
But
and definitely. Like, yeah, that's basically it. I'm just gonna focus on that and see where that goes, I guess. And then, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what body fat I was at 150. I really don't know. But like, if I like when I do decide to do another cut cycle, I'm probably
yeah,
gonna try to get to like 145 and then see where that's at. So like, I think 30 pounds is enough for me to lose in one cut cycle. I don't think I'm gonna do any more because I think that'd
I
be yeah.
yeah, I agree, man. But yeah, man, I appreciate you being on. Jesse, how can people reach you? Instagram, Twitter? What are your
Uh, Instagram and Twitter, / X Muerto X. I think you can link that for the spelling later.
yeah.
And then it's Spanish, okay, whatever. But my SoundCloud's pretty easy. www.soundcloud.com/XIowaX. And there's a couple songs on there you can listen to. There's no vocals, but you can mosh in your room and stuff, so that's cool.
Mosh your room, dude. Perfect gym music to get you amped up. Like I said, I'm a big fan. I made Jesse send me the clip so I could download it on my phone. But yeah, I mean Jesse, we'll keep in touch. But for now, you guys know how to follow me. I will link all that information down below, so make sure you check it out. But for now, we are done.